Pierre Poilievre calls on Carney to scrap Canada's temporary foreign worker program. And let me tell you, if you think this is just about farm workers picking strawberries, buddy, this is about whether your kid gets a summer job or whether Tim Hortons ships in someone from overseas to pour your double-double. Because this program, the temporary foreign worker program, isn't just about filling jobs Canadians supposedly don't want. It's about wages, about opportunities, about whether a 19-year-old in Moose Jaw can afford rent or whether Booster Juice flies someone in to work for less. And the fight is simple. Poilievre says, scrap it. Carney says, reform it. But the truth is, this thing has been quietly shaping Canada's job market for decades. And the cracks are showing. Stick with me because by the end, you will know why this program could be the simple most controversial labor battle of the decade. Ottawa launched it in the 1970s. It was supposed to be small. Seasonal farmhands, a few specialized workers, that's it. Fast forward, by the 2000s, it exploded. Thousands of permits every year. Suddenly, it's not just farms, it's the restaurants, fast food chains, construction sites. Tim Hortons, using it. Booster Juice, using it. Tracking companies, fish plants, hotels, all relying on it. The problem? When you flood the market with cheap labor, guess what happens to wages? They sink.
Hello guys, welcome to Daily Dose. Today we're going to learn about the politics. He's saying
Pentagon numbers? No. Parliamentary budget office numbers? They have been warning for years that low-wage stream in the program surpasses Canadian paycheck. He's calling the temporary foreign worker program a wage-suppressing opportunity-stealing program. His words. And he wants it gone. Not trimmed, not capped, abolished. But wait, he is not saying kick everyone out tomorrow. He's saying no new permits. Phase it out. And the only exception, agriculture. Because let's be real, Canadians are not exactly lining up to pick cucumbers in 40-degree heat for minimum wage. So he says, make a separate farm program, but end the rest. Restaurants, retail, low-wage service jobs, Canadians only. Sounds bold, right? But here is where it gets messy. Before we go any further, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Subscribing to my channel is not going to cost you anything, but it does help me big time. Thank you. Now back to our topic. Because let's be honest, the program did not just appear out of thin air. It exists because businesses love cheap labor. If you run a Tim Hortons in Alberta, why pay a Canadian teen $18 an hour when you can import someone willing to work for $14? That's the math. And Carney knows it. Carney is not scraping the program. He is tinkering. He says cap low-wage hires at 10% of a workforce. Ban permits in regions with 6% unemployment. Cut maximum job duration from 2 years to 1. Translation? He's trying to look tough without losing the business vote. Canada's labor market is aging fast. Retirements are skyrocketing, and the youth unemployment rate climbing. Stats Canada shows youth unemployment ticked up to 13% this summer. 13% youth unemployment. Meanwhile, foreign worker permits keep flowing. So, picture this. Your kid applies for a part-time gig at Booster Juice. Doesn't get it. Why? Because the employer already has a cheaper temporary worker locked in. That's the resentment Poilievre is tapping into. The idea that Ottawa is bending over backwards for corporations while Canadians get squeezed out of their own job market. And honestly, whether you love him or hate him, that message hits. But hold up, it's not that simple, is it? Without temporary workers, entire industries could collapse. Fisheries on the East Coast, hospitality in tourist towns, trekking in the prairies. Ask any farmer in Ontario who's going to pick his tomatoes if the temporary foreign worker program vanishes tomorrow. Even Poilievre admits agriculture needs an exception. So here is the real fight. Where do you draw the line? Who decides what counts as legitimate shortage versus just cheap labor exploitation? Because once you open that door, every industry will argue they deserve an exception. Carney's bet, keep the program, make it tighter. Poilievre's bet, kill it, and only save farms. Both are gambling with a trillion-dollar economy and our lives. And here is the kicker. The people caught in the middle are not the politicians or the CEOs or even the Canadian teenager losing shift. It's the workers themselves. These foreign workers are human beings. They pay taxes. They send money home. Many want to stay here permanently, but are locked into temporary status tied to one employer. Some live in dorm-style housing away from their families with no path to citizenship. So when Ottawa fiddles with this program, it's not just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's actual lives being shuffled around like poker chips. And yet, both parties are treating it like a political football. So here is where we land. Do you side with Poilievre, scrap the program, end the wage squeeze, force companies to hire Canadians first? Or do you side with Carney, keep it alive, patch the loopholes, pray businesses don't revolt? Because one thing is for sure, this fight is only just starting. If you have had your job undercut by this program or know someone who has, drop your story below. And don't get too comfortable because this is not the only battle over Canada's workforce brewing. Wait till you hear what's coming next. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.